you hear me now? I need to go to speakers. Sorry, I had to unplug all my stuff. Good thing y'all said that. I would have never noticed. There it goes. That should be better. No one in the Discord said anything about it. It would just stay quiet. But yeah, this was pretty big. Now they're not to where they need to be yet. Don't get me wrong. But basically, what Highland is, they're EV, but focusing on 18 wheelers and cargo vehicles. So basically, the main problem with their vehicles and what people have concerns with, especially me, what I had concerns about was how can they make the batteries last that long so they're not constantly charging and stuff like that. So this was pretty big stuff and kind of answered a lot of the questions and made you understand that they're working on that product actually, you know what I mean? And then Biden also announced that he wants all the commercial vehicles for the United States, that government, to be made in America and also EV by like 2024 or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty good. But overall, that was I'll be looking for buys on that. I mean, I might go into next week before we even buy that, but I'm not being greedy at all there. We're getting a good clean energy dip too. That's what I'm really excited for. Like, more clean energy dip is ultimately what we want, because that'll set up for some really, really great plays. The market looks pretty terrible though. The only thing I'm liking though, man, is that Neo play. It's the only one. BFT got down.
I think the market's about to go down, honestly.
Yeah,
Seems like one of those days right now. Could get a bounce, but
to get a IWN.
yeah, for
Those
the
are.
people that were in fasting, I just wanted to go over it. Apparently, they got a downgrade yesterday at 4:45, so like right after market close. Um, they got downgraded to a strong sell from who the Zacks ranked people, so that could be a reason that we're getting a lot of drop out of that, or it could be the security shit for the Chinese companies. I'm pretty sure their biggest customers.
I'll answer a few questions. What are we looking at? The market looks really bearish today. I don't have a lot of puts, so I'm not looking too crazy to overextend or anything. CPSH still looking good. It's a hold for now. I love it. Watch the video if you have any questions about it, but I love it. Thank God that was losing my hearing. Chill rail, look at chill earnings. Like, look at new dollars, really enduring analysis in different stocks. Awesome. Yeah, the weed stocks you gotta be careful because they drop pretty hard, pretty fast. All right, I need to watch some stocks, guys. Man. Yeah, IWM looks ready to really drop. Oof. The Russ. I don't think it's the time to grab puts, though. It's the only thing.
I don't really want to play anything right now at open, to be honest. Maybe everything kind of just consolidates for a second.
Yeah, on Neo, I'm looking for buys around 59 flat, 59, 59.10. I'll get some like maybe 2 weeks out. Not the 19th, but is it 26th? I don't know. That's what I'm looking at for that one. But yeah, I think right now it's just a patient game. We gotta wait a sec. See how the market moves. DNN. I don't know what DNN is. I'm just kind of chilling right now, so I don't mind looking at some stuff.
It's the first 1 minute market open. I feel like sketchy about today. Especially because it's Friday.
I'm not touching that. It's two run up.
We are cheap for the 560 calls for right now.
Oh wait, look! Hey, look at UVXY. I mean, that's like begging me. That can just take my money. Yeah. I'm buying UVXY calls. 100%. They're sitting at $10. That is stupid. This is free money. Let me see if E-Trade will start up though. Shit. That's literally free money. It's under $10.
What's it sitting at?
$9.99. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, I'm fine grabbing 2 weeks out or even 3 weeks. So if I have to hold going into next week as a hedge or something, I'm fine with that. But I don't like the SPY either. I'm thinking neither of them look good. Yeah, UVXY is dropped into $9.90. What the hell? Okay, that's wild. I'll grab the 26th. Let's see. So, $11 calls are 81 cents, 82. It's really cheap. Let's look at the chart really quick. Just those last two candles do not look good on UVXY on the 15-minute. Only thing that has me like kind of concerned. Breakdown. Sorry, just saw your thing. Uber wants to keep going down. Man, I would be careful. I wouldn't be greedy. I do think the market looks terrible, but this is a big support. Yeah, it hit the target I mentioned. I mean, I did mention where this was, so I would be out of it. It's gonna be hard to break this spot down here. Breakdance. Like very, very hard to break below that. And I don't know if we touch it again. So I hope that helped. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I can't hold back anymore. I have to.
Those contracts are pretty cheap, though, right?
Yeah, they're 84 cents right now. They went up a little bit, but there's UXY is dirt cheap right now. I'm trying to understand why it's this cheap. Sounds like
Are you gonna post that as the free play for free play Friday?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'm in. I can't. I'm watching the Nasdaq and the SPY, and they're just going down, but like UVXY is not going up, so I'm just like I have to enter it. They're probably not gonna be happy that it's a call on the VIX is their free play. That's funny. I mean, it's cheap though, so everyone should be able to afford it. I'm just watching this right now. I like to have my stuff typed out though, then watch it, and then when I really want to enter, then I just click the enter button. It's definitely a better route to take. One sec. They just passed. I thought they just passed a bill, or they're waiting to pass it for airlines and shit. It's like a few billion. And I was gonna long airlines, but they also have the COVID testing going on to get on an airplane now. I guess I don't know how that works. So, but that sounds pretty terrible for airlines. So not only do they already have, a pretty hard time to get people to get on an airline, now they have to kick them off. I entered my. I'm entering them now. The UVXYs, 85 cents is what I had to enter at just now. Um, I think it's pretty low risk because either way, let's. I mean, we can do some really quick charting, but either way, we're gonna hold this. I don't see us dropping below like 980, right? Even if we do, they're 2 weeks out, so we won't lose above like 40%. I don't think, and it's gonna hedge any of our plays that we have to the upside. So the fact that we're going up a little bit doesn't have me super concerned, like at all. I think Mara might be a good play too. I think Bitcoin's gonna have a weekend. We'll see though. We shall see. If you have questions or anything, you just post them in the Discord. I'll try to answer stuff. I love people ask specific questions after I post them. I'm not answering those questions. So like, what do I want to sell UVXY at? I mean, for you guys I will, but like not for the free people. I'm not gonna designate my time to that. All right, one sec, guys. I'll go over a few questions to you. Oh, baby. All right, I'm gonna grab Neo calls right now, and I will explain the logic behind both things that I have. Can you see any flow on I know you hate when I need to send you the password, Guru. Neo has to be at a good buying point at this level. There's no way. There's no way. This isn't a good play. Did I right now? 59. They're about $3 a pop. I think it's a buy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 100% buying. So. Okay, I'll go over my logic really quick as fast as possible. These are going up though. I need to hurry and get into them. Man, we might have missed the entry. That's pretty frustrating. 310. I would still enter around $3 and $3.10. No, we're not. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in. I'll set some orders. But I'm not pushing in. I'll tell you what I said I'm at. Wow, I am frustrated right now. This sucks. That was a play that I wanted to this morning. I'm gonna place these orders. Just leave them limit order for the day. So I'm trying to enter between $3 to $3.10 on Neo, but Neo's at a huge support. It bounced off of it if you're looking at the chart right now, right? It bounced off that major support that we were talking about this morning. And I'm okay having the UVXY because honestly, I don't feel great on the market. That's worth noting. I do not feel great on the market at all with the UVXY. So I like having that hedge there. And I think Neo does not have tons of room to fall. So I think we'll be safe either way. And both of these are 2 weeks out, so either way. I don't think I'll hold them for 2 weeks, so that's worth noting as well. That's on BNGO. It's changed from before. No, I still think BNGO is a solid play. I mean, we're still sitting in profits here also. So sitting above the VWAP, it looks good. Next week's going to be big for it, I believe, because we do have earnings coming up next week. I'm not trying to hold past earnings. We just have stock here. I don't have any call options. I don't know if you guys have options on it or not. So another thing to look at is we are getting this consolidation above the resistance, which is really nice. So I think we're scaling up for another move up. There's a high possibility BNGO gets volume next week and kicks into a new all-time high, like 15.5, which I know sounds crazy, but I definitely could see it happening next week. Indexes are perking up too. That's really strong for indexes right there. I think Mara could be a really good play, but I mean, I'm kind of extending myself pretty. Yeah. I'm already extended pretty hard right now. You see Miami? They're like allowing crypto payments and shit. It's kind of crazy. It's actually insane.
Market could be getting a bounce here, but it drops. It's about to drop hard. You got a nice bounce though. The classic green candle looks nice.
Overall, I feel fine. This place. Okay, so we got our entry. This would be our entry. It's $3 entry right here. So that's good. But really, today is going to be a really chill day. I mean, like I said, the market doesn't look great, but indexes are bouncing. We have the VIX-Y to hedge our position, and then NEO has lots of room to continue up. And this is our first retest of this support, so there's a high possibility we hold, make a push to $62 at least. Am I still buying APXT? Where's it at? I already bought it yesterday before the close. I bought it yesterday before. Okay, so that's funny. So I bought APXT before close yesterday. I mean, I bought it at noon. Everyone in VIP, y'all saw it at noon in the long-term channel, signal channel. I bought it at 14.58, and I said I'll add if it keeps dropping down towards $14, which it didn't start dropping anymore. So I already bought. It's at a resistance right now, 15.2. You want to see if it can maintain and break above and hold this resistance though. But yeah, that was a good play. I'll keep monitoring it though. I'll go over some YouTube chats here in a sec. One sec. Alright guys. Realistic entry. I'm sorry guys if I wasn't answering any questions. I'm just literally this is the morning when I'm all these plays are free in the Discord too right now. Today's free full send Friday, whatever you want to call it. So feel free to hop in the Discord. You'll get all the plays today. Realistic entry point for Sundial. I don't think it's a great entry point now. I mentioned once we started getting this crazy movement, this volatile movement, that you're gonna get some crazy movement back down. So it's just too risky right now. I would wait till like 1.3 minimum, maybe even lower. We'll have to see. Monday's gonna be huge, or actually Tuesday's gonna be huge. I'm sorry, we don't have trading on Monday. This is gonna be pretty big. Do you have any videos on options trading? I'd like to learn more. I don't have any videos on options trading or like explaining it. I don't think that's my strength is teaching, to be honest. Well, teaching the fundamentals of like options and stuff, that's like can be complex, and I think that I would confuse people. So I think that your best bet is gonna be, his name is In the Money, INTHE Money. He has a really good in-depth options video, so he'll really break it down for you. But options are risky, so you need to know that going into it. That's like 100% like worth noting, and I advise everyone to really account for how risky it can be, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So just be careful. I don't want anyone to ever lose money. QCOM is a 5G company who had a good earnings and revenue report, but dropped in delivery issues. That's on long-term an option. Well, supply chain really matters for QCOM. That's worth noting. So that does hurt them. QCOM. It's consolidating down here, trying to make a bottom, which is promising that we're trying to hold this range. Yeah, long-term, anything under 145, in my opinion, is long-term a great buy. So I would feel good. Did I see Vanguard's tweet say the course? No, send me a link. Might have to send it in Discord, but send a link. Yeah, it can be very difficult, 100%. That's why people pay to like be in the group and stuff. But like if you're just trading stocks and stuff, I don't think you should pay, to be honest. I know that hurts my income, but you can get a lot of the trades here, like especially like on like long-term stocks and stuff, if you really pay attention and listen. Now in the group, obviously I tell everyone I'm entering this position at X. You know what I mean? You get my exact entry when I'm getting into it. Everything like that. So how about Chris? This is a buy at 10 at 43. I don't know what the company is. Let's see. What is Chris? It's not loading, I'll tell you that. This? I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. It's not loading. Wow, looks like mine. Dang it, shut the pen. Okay, so doesn't look great. Pushed below 2 heavy supports, holding below 1040. So that's scary. But be careful. Appreciate your honesty. Yep, that's what I try to do. But yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, this I don't like this entry right here. You need to be careful just with the market right now. Nasdaq's pushing back up though, which is promising. The question is can we hold above yesterday's daily? It's gonna be the real question. CCIV really kicking in volume. CCIV wants to make new highs. It really wants to push the new highs. It's trying. Fuel cell, FedEx, Fubo. Let me see if there's any Discord messages. No, I don't see anything. I woke up this morning like. This awesome. I'm happy, man. One sec. So Hyliion getting a really big, a really big dip. If you guys have anything you want me to look at, just post it in the Discord. I know y'all stay pretty quiet, so if anything you want me to post, I'll look at. But I'm not like just like yesterday. I mean, I'm not trying to just jump into a whole bunch of stuff. I want to only buy stuff I feel very comfortable with. Neo is something I feel super comfortable with. UVXY is one of those trades that I think it's just a good play right now. Really good. These candles don't look good though. That is the scary part. I'm basically just trading this based on fundamentals though. UVXY. SPX does look strong though, man. Wow, that's crazy. So if it goes well, we'll still make money. We have a lot of money on the front side of the market with CPSH. We have BNGO, Neo, APXT. We have a lot, and I mean we have some shorter term stock plays like BNGO, APXT, and CPSH. Those aren't really long term plays, but they can make us some really good money here in the short term, just because they're so volatile. I didn't like CRIS. Okay, so sundial, guys. If you've been following me since where we're looking at sundial was this point right here at 111.12. This is where we were watching at. I mentioned the whole time when we were getting this move up. I said, look, if sundial starts to get volatile and gets the parabolic movement, we don't want to stay in it. That was my whole game plan there, and we got the parabolic and get that parabolic move right. So that's what I didn't like to see. So I mentioned yesterday in yesterday's live, the day before yesterday, yesterday's live in the morning, that I would have exited right here at the 3.5 open. I would have exited right in the beginning. So yeah. So I don't mind re-answering questions. I don't mind. That's the point of the YouTube and stuff, trying to get growth. So I don't mind re-answering questions. But yeah, feel free to keep asking stuff. Snow, big tech, you're gonna want to be cautious with just right now. I would wait on Snow. I like it down here at 286, maybe even 275, but I think it has more of a dip coming. I didn't trade the one thing I said I was going to trade this morning also, so that's tough. I mentioned, I think last night, yeah, Exxon. I didn't trade it again. I literally, every time I say I'm going to trade Exxon, I don't trade it. And then when I eventually do trade it, it has downside. God. Like, man, I didn't think it would do that strong though, because indexes did start the day down. That is crazy. I love Neo down here though. I'm a big Neo fanboy. The real question is, where does this Neo find support? How do you like a piton? Not for a short term trade, like 2-3 weeks.
I was just looking at him,
I think it has huge
and actually I
upside.
think it's high.
You think? What do you mean? You think the value's high?
No, 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 just the price right now. I feel like you could definitely get a better entry. Like
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, yeah. I think premiums are high for sure because it's not seeing a tank right now.
there's definitely potential for a breakout, but there's also potential to get rejected here. That's what I see. Like
At like 140, like 7.6 ish. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
it has the same candles as everything else: red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. So like that's what I'm saying. Like the market's super choppy today. I don't like anything. I entered Lulu and that was not even great, honestly. The fucking premiums were so spread that I couldn't even really profit very much.
Neo getting a little dip.
Look at every single chart right now. You see a red candle, green candle, red candle.
Yeah, it's super choppy. It's super choppy.
Only thing that has two green candles I've seen so far is Spotify.
How's Bumble doing? I think Bumble's gonna be a solid company. I think Bumble's
Yeah,
gonna.
I was reading about them the other day. That seemed like a very solid company.
They're gonna be. People do not know how much that data is worth. That is like some. That's like the most premium data you could sell. Because like this is my viewpoint behind, and me and my friend were talking about the other night. Because I've been talking about Momo. I need to make a video on them. It's basically like a Chinese Tinder, but they integrated like on Snapchat how you can like share your location, and all your friends can see it. So they had that integrated to Momo, but I think it's always on, which is so Chinese of them to like be invading your privacy. I don't mean that like in a racist way. I mean that as in they're communist. So, um, with Bumble, I don't think they have that. I mean, they'd have some privacy law issues there. So, the if you look at how these social media companies are evaluated, they're like, I think the average going rate is 30x. So like whatever their current like revenue is 30x is kind of like towards their valuation. Momo is only priced in at 8x, and it kind of shows that they're not really counting these dating apps as big social media apps. But if you think about the data and the people that are on them, it's kind of like a personality. Like it's a side of your personality that not too many people see. You know what I mean? So the data behind it's really, really, I think, valuable. It's either who you want to be or, yeah, it's pretty much who you want to be because you're pretending or you're catfishing or, you know what I mean? Like there's so much, it's really interesting. I think it's a super untapped market. But then Bumble's going to be strong too because I think millennials really like it compared to Tinder, just like the whole Me Too movement stuff, whatever the heck. Super interesting though. I love when I get DMs and people say, I need your opinion, not financial advice. And then they say, should I sell this stock? Man, it sounds a lot like financial advice. AFA, one sec, yeah. So this is the thing with these weed stocks, and I mentioned this when we were talking about Sundial, and this is why I don't like playing weed stocks is because of this reason, and this is the only reason why I play High Tide is because High Tide isn't getting this movement because no one's talking about it. It's coming down, don't get me wrong, but like it's at 62 cents, whereas it started at 38. It's only come down like I think 28% overall, where these other ones have come down like 70 to 80% overall so far. So I don't have to worry too much about it. But AFA, like all these wheat stocks, like when they pump up, you always see these massive dips back down, right? And there was really no news for these guys to be pumping, and AFA doesn't look great. It's sitting below that green line, which looks terrible. So I don't like that really either. So you want to be really careful. You want to wait until these start stagnating, right? Like that's like usually the time to start buying the wheat stocks is when the IV gets really, really low and the open interest drops down as well. So like eventually this thing will just start coming down and they get to a level and just stagnate sideways for like 2-3 weeks. And then that's usually a key sign to get into it. But things are different because of, the administration in office now. And they could say literally, like, think this was all just on hype of like them legalizing weed. And I don't think they even said anything. It's like insane that that's what's moving the market. But I mean, it is what it is. But I would be careful. I wouldn't really look at these wheat stocks right now. Typically, when everyone starts talking about wheat stocks, is when you don't want to trade wheat stocks. You know what I mean? So.
All those companies have pumps all the time, and they just sell off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this thing, like everything, like tripled in value, like in 2 days. It's crazy. Like sundial, dude. People, I mean, I wasn't even. I bought a few. I bought like a little. It wasn't a lot, because I figured the breakout was gonna happen come Tuesday, whenever they are listed. Like the warrants and everything are gone. But dude, that thing went up from $1.12 to $4 in 2 days. So I was like, what the hell? That is insane. But Patel, I love Zom. I love what it's doing. I don't want to overextend to the bullish side of the market. I'm pissed at myself for not getting into it, and as you see, we're just on an uptrend. Looks really good. We got the exact movement I mentioned from yesterday, and this is kind of the frustrating part of trading, because sometimes you'll call things out perfectly. We had the A, B, and then a C correction, and now we're getting that move back up. I think what we're getting also is, and this is just gonna make me more and more mad the more I look at it, because we're getting, in my opinion, a flag. We're just flagging down. So this looks really strong. Like we're flagging down to make another uptrend. See how we flagged down and we made an uptrend? This extended very long. Don't get me wrong. This will not extend that long, because we got the bullish news about at this level that Exxon's outlook on the company going into summer was very, very bullish. They have enough funds to keep on payroll and stuff, so they're not going to slow down production. So that's a key part here. I think Exxon is going to make a break. So if you grab call options for, like, if you buy stock on Exxon, I feel really good about it. One, like, so you could expect a 10% move pretty quick on Exxon. So if you want to play like a large stock play, I think that's a really easy play. Call options, I don't like buying them when we pump up. This was the time to buy, was at open. I missed it. That's my fault. Stuff happens, but this is kind of the frustrating part, is like the plays that you miss. And fortunately, we didn't miss a lot of plays this week. This is the one we keep missing, though. I hope that answered your question, though. Okay, a few questions in the.
Looking at SPC's chart, I feel like when we find the bottom, this is gonna get a hard bounce.
Okay, so I want to answer this question in the YouTube. Hi Tyler, great video on APXT, but there's news that the company is getting investigated for securities law. Will it impact the stock? So if you look at a lot of these SPACs, a lot of them are getting investigated, and they tend to get investigated before the actual SPAC merger. I feel perfectly fine with APXT. So I don't think they're doing anything wrong or anything like that. I think they're fine. I really like what they're doing. Like you can look at BFT, you can look at a lot of these companies. They all have like some type of, but look at the success rate for the other opposite side. BNGO making a run, beautiful. This is what we want to see. Mine. CPSH. What is it doing right now? BNGO is up heavy right now. I like CPS. I love CPSH. But this is about at our entries, near entry levels. You could add more. I wouldn't start adding heavy yet. But like I'm so bullish on the stock though. That's the problem though too. Like yesterday when we got that dip down to like 20 flat, that was a really great time to add in. But I really love CPSH. But really, the stock picks that we're playing, like APXT, BNGO, they're all doing really good. Like, so it's good that we are diversifying and buying some stock, and they're moving really, really quick. So we're not doing bad there either. I like CPSH. I don't think it's risky either, but I'm kind of being greedy to where I want to enter a little bit lower. If that makes sense. Yeah, CPSH is a huge. They have so much potential. Like, let's say we get stuck. Let's say CPSH dumps to $18, and it doesn't. By some chance, the rover lands on Mars, and we we make no money, right? Like, for some reason, landing on Mars doesn't affect the stock, which is absolutely crazy.
What the hell?
It will go up because of their deals, and the deals they keep continue to get.
Someone
Yeah, that sounds like the riskiest play I've ever heard in my life.
$8 strike price, yeah.
There's if Sundial hits $8, I'll pull my nuts out on the stream and the butcher's knife, plop them off. That's insane. $8. That stock is not worth $8 right now. There's no way. Look at Bumble, dude. Bumble is flying.
Have, like, Twitter though, really 10 days in a row making new highs. That's like unheard of.
Dude, look what happens when you remove Donald Trump from your platform. All the all the liberals are jumping onto that, baby.
I was able to kill it on Dash at least. 627.
Okay, mind sharing how much you're up roughly for the week. So we don't really, we used to, we don't anymore. So you can, if you come over here, you can see like all the trades that we've taken. Today is the only slow, rough day that we've had. So we had a small loss on Exxon. It was about 30%, but that was quickly covered with Uber. That was actually covered easy. UVXY, that was a great play. DraftKings, another great play. CPSH, solid play. Neo, another great play. Fubo made a lot of money. Open, that y'all know how that went. So yeah. That's on IPO SoFi. Love the company. Love SoFi. Love those guys. Solid company. Dude, look at Bumble. Oh my god. Dude, Bumble is flying. Holy crap. Yeah, Bumble's at $80. That's insane. Wow. I just don't like buying IPOs when they first come out. They scare me. The only thing I'm worried about, I mean, I don't think we're gonna hold UVXY over the weekend though. I mean, I'm kind of fine. We have it 2 weeks out, like I said, so it doesn't seem bad. But typically, we open up the week pretty bullish, just based on history. So that would be a little bit scary. I don't like starting the week off bad, or rather, in the week bad. Love Neo. You know, where's CPSH? Where's that at? I might add some more. We're sitting at that support. I know we're up a little bit now. I really like it, guys. Like, this is one of those ones I really like. And I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Then we're gonna be like, okay, cool, told you so, yada. But I really do believe this thing could easily, like we saw last night, like it moved 10% like in seconds. And next week is gonna. I think next week's just gonna be all build up for the landing. It's just all it's gonna be talked about. I think it's gonna be huge. Space could be a big play too, but I don't think it's that big of a play. And it's not from them that's doing it. It's from a SpaceX. So. I still can't believe I didn't enter those puts right there. That was a rough trade. Yeah, Sundial's getting a little move up now too.
Yesterday, whenever I caught out the Helion breakout, I really like that setup.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. I follow that stock so much. I couldn't believe it happened, to be honest. But I didn't see the news. If I would have saw the news, I would have agreed with you. But I thought it was just movement. And then I saw their news on the battery tech. I was like, oh wow, that makes sense.
That was just a huge spike. I was like, dude, there's no way that's not a breakout. This fucking shot up that much.
Are you in Sundial? No, I'm not in Sundial. I did buy some CPSH. Yeah. But they were just members in their group just want to talk about buying more. I think it's fine, to be honest. I like it a lot. UVXY OMG. Yeah, I know UVXY is just trending down. I'm fine though. Like, you can't let stuff affect you though. You gotta just ride it out, just chill. BNGO killing it today, boys. BNGO killing it. It's trying to make a new high right now.
Yeah, today definitely sucks.
BNGO is really trying to push $13 right now. It pushed it earlier, like to 12.88. We're sitting up pretty nice there. That's gonna have a really nice next week too. CCIV, that has to be getting lots of volume. That thing is at $36 right now. It's insane. And what's crazy, dude, they haven't even announced anything. They don't announce anything. It's insane. That's the only stock I've seen that like moves just on pure social media hype like this. Is Breakdance. I don't think Wall Street Bet is pumping Bumble. I think fundamentally Bumble is gonna be very valuable. I'm curious to see their growth rate, like with their users and stuff, but like the algo is good. Like, so like the algo on it's really cool compared to Tinder. So like if you're a company, not like if you're just like, so if I'm like a random dude on there and I put my stuff on there, if I'm not active on Bumble, like actively swiping every day, then Bumble's not gonna push my stuff out, if that makes sense. But if I am active, then it's gonna push the guy. It's gonna push the guy in front of girls more often. So that's really interesting. And then the girls obviously don't really do nothing. They just sit there and wait for people to swipe them. So it makes the girls feel better than they are, I think. And then also, and I know, I would say out of, let's say I have 10 friends, and I would say out of 10 of those friends, I would say 9 of them. This is just a mental thing that I think really helps girls too. These girls, have you ever seen like the ugly girl that she thinks she's really hot? So I think Bumble's really good for that girl, because so many guys I know, they just do, I call it the Running Man. You just get your fingers and you just swipe right on everyone, right? And then you kind of just pick from whichever one swipe back on you. That's a time efficient way to do it. You know what I mean? And then it keeps you active on there too. But like, you only use Bumble if you're banned from Tinder. So my thoughts on that is they have a really good platform. I think it's growing quick. And they have a lot of ads on there too. So really interesting. I think it's going to keep doing well. It's probably more, I mean, I don't want to say it's more valuable than Twitter and stuff, but like, I'm curious the market cap on it. $8.1 billion. That's a lot. That's a big market cap. It's a big market cap, dude. What's Twitter's market cap? Okay, never mind. I mean, Twitter's 56 billion. I don't think Bumble is as good as Twitter by any means. I don't know if it's even. I can see Bumble getting up to like a 10 mil market cap and really growing. They have to change the scale of their business too, because I think one problem with these dating apps, like the big, I think the problem with these dating apps is, and I think whoever fixes this issue first is going to be the one that makes the money. So if you're using a dating app, or Tinder or Bumble, whatever you're using, I think you go from the app, and then you really don't give out your number anymore. Most people are giving out their Snapchat, and they're just moving from one app to the other app, right? And I think that's why Snapchat's doing really good right now, is because people don't want to give out their phone numbers, and they're just converging everything to Snapchat. You know what I mean? So I think once a dating app, I don't know why they haven't solved this issue yet. It's bizarre to me that they haven't. But once they fix that issue or partner with someone, I don't know what they could do, but that'll be really, really big for the app, because they're losing so much data when you transfer off of their servers to contact or talk somewhere else. And ultimately, if you're losing data, you're losing money. So. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Probably opens up Monday. I'm telling you, I think it's going to hit $45. 44, 45 really soon. I'm not touching it because I'm scared to death.
A lot of money on the $50 cause next week.
So that's a hype trade and a half.
They're buying them at $36, dude. That's crazy. $150. I think it's Pizza Hut just breaking out right now.
Any other questions in the YouTube? I don't mind answering anything. 100%, I do not mind answering any questions. Yeah, that's frustrating with Peloton. I really liked it. I just telling you, the earnings that it had were just insane. It had $1 billion quarter, bro. That's insane on a bicycle company. The hell? And because you got Billy Banks on your screen, you're buying that crap? No, I'm not buying it. INEV post earnings drop. Thought, ooh, interesting. INEV, they had earnings today. Let's go. Okay. Oh, okay. So I wouldn't have expected. Wait a sec. This is big. Thank you. Whoever posted that, thank you. Great talk. What's their earnings? No, I don't need Seeking Alpha. It's gonna talk to me. Okay, here we go. Posted closure on February 11th. The company reported beating an analyst. They're projected. Okay. They're almost prop. They're. Oh man, I like the company. How long have they been around? One sec, guys. One sec. They could drop more. That's the worrisome thing, is they could drop a little bit more. But I love. This is almost a time. GTE. I'll look at it 1 sec. Is Naked Dead? High chance. Let me go over this really quick. I love this. This could be a long-term play. I might make a video on them. Man, this is a great play. Wow. Because I love this company. It's just about waiting to get in. Zynga, Byron, or what? I don't know. I'll come back to INEV. I love that. No, I don't. I'm not touching that there. Jay, you guys seen the last statement about woke earning Jay today? $10, I believe. If its earnings haven't happened yet, I wouldn't trade it. Just energy. I wouldn't touch it personally. That would have been the time to buy. It was right there. Not even in the same league as Twitter, but I feel you, especially versus Tinder with younger people. Yeah, it's not in the same league as Twitter. Don't get me wrong. But but like I was saying in the beginning of the video, the data from Bumble compared to the data on Twitter, different, totally different, right? You're gonna be a lot different on Bumble than you're gonna be on your account on Twitter, no matter who you are. So. I don't care if they had earnings on Zynga. I'm not being mean, but I'm not buying it there. GTE. Someone was talking about this. Someone in the Discord has been trading it all week. They've made a lot of money on it. I'm not touching out these ranges. No, I'm not touching that. Is Naked dead? I don't think it's dead. Naked brand. Yeah, big downside. I said, like in the live about a day or two ago, we could push up from this range. We got that flat lining going sideways. We could push up to about this $1.89, and then from there, just all downhill. So that didn't look good. Yeah, so I think right now in the market, data is one of the most valuable things that there is. And it's overlooked. It's overlooked compared to most things. So take that into account. Is that not only is it valuable, but it's being overlooked. So the sector is very big for growth. Don't hope that makes sense. I don't use RSI. But yeah, there's some big orders. I don't know if you heard in the channel. Some big orders placed on it. So interesting. I wouldn't touch. It's at a big resistance now. It's in the middle of it too, so I don't love it. Yeah, Fridays are just really slow. Thanks.
Oh my god, I'm so sad right now. I would have made my entire fucking fast day loss back if I just held on to my Lulu puts. You see that dip?
What's up? What's up?
On Lulu, I got in this morning at like 344, or like, it was like 343.60
Oh,
or
geez.
something like that.
Wow. It's gapping down too. That's the crazy part. It's not just dropping. It's every 15 minutes it's a new gap. Wow.
I know, I still had 342.50, like a $1 move. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take profit, because
I mean, the market's moving. I don't know if I would have held it because the market's going up. That's like that. It's really hard for me to trade against the indexes. I do not like it. It's so scary for me.
I feel like it's just choppy though. They're not actually moving up. Like, they go up and then they go down.
Yeah, the sideways movement is rough. I think we'll start moving more towards 10:30. Kind of sucks playing this waiting game.
But look at SPY. Look at that last red candle. Engulfing. That's a bearish engulfing candle if I ever seen one.
A friend just messaged me. He likes semiconductors a lot. Biden just came out and said that he is announcing potential help of production soon. So yeah, AMD. Look at AMD pushing. Yeah. I'm gonna see which one he likes. Guys, invest in friends that trade stocks. So that way when you have conversations, they're not about stupid. Well, they can still be about stupid stuff, but it usually comes back to stocks.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
My friend was he bought a lot of BFT with me. He bought a lot, and it was hilarious. We were working out one day, and we were working out. And he's like, "Did you like the guy?" Like, I love the company. He bought like $5,000 for the BFT in the middle of the gym. It was hilarious. He was full send, baby. I go, I mean, whatever. I guess. Oh man, it was funny. Anyways, it's been just moving sideways and kind of down. I mean, the market doesn't look great right now. And he was like, dude, when the hell does that thing change to pay safe? I need to get my money out of there. And I was like, dude, just take a chill pill. It's gonna go up. I mean, look at the chart. I mean, it's beautiful. Members, y'all, I told y'all when you buy more at this level, the 16 flat, 15.9 range. But I mean, honestly, perfect chart. We keep making higher lows. I mean, next breakout's coming. It's gonna be breaking $20 soon. So much upside. BNGO looking good. All the stock plays, I'm just holding those. I don't think there's. I don't want to look at them because I don't want to sell them. CPSH is just chilling right now. What is the chart always messes up though on CPSH. 2150, give or take, yeah. Okay. I will answer some YouTube questions. Anyone got any YouTube questions? If you watch gold prices, it's an indicated stock market is going to go down. What do you think? I think the market is pretty overpriced right now. Ooh, I agree. I think the market needs to dick them out. I'm a dick. I'm out. Okay. I'm sorry. I mean, I post free content. I don't know how I'm being a dick every day. So yeah. I bought more sundial this morning. RSI. I don't use RSI. So Good luck. The guy uses the RSI and the MACD. Those are like two indicators I don't use. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that you get caught up in stuff that can get traded against often. So I don't like using an indicator if it goes the opposite way of that indicator often, because it sets me up for big losses. But I mean, I'm not trading based on indicators alone. I use a lot of fundamental analysis, so it's kind of just like lining stuff up. So once you're lining stuff up with fundamental analysis and technical analysis, your technical doesn't have to be that great, in my opinion. Just so you know.
I'm really irritated with myself. Like, I'm happy that I locked in profits and I was able to make half of my fucking passive back, but I feel like I locked that shit in too fast. Both of my put plays are fucking hitting.
CLI, big negotiated that with Tesla, but I didn't move much. Any ideas going forward merging with EVGO? I don't know what that company is. I'll have to look into them. Send me either, if you send me an email, it's the best way for me to look at it. Honestly, it's just better to. Honestly, it's better to just listen to you than the questions distract from your expertise opinion. I mean, I like answering questions, helping you guys out as much as possible. Are you gonna make a video on INUV? I'm probably 100% gonna make a video on INUV. I love the company. I wish it had more downside. I'm gonna be eyeballing it to see if we have more downside. I love the company. The earnings weren't bad. They weren't profitable, but they weren't bad. So they're getting closer and closer to being profitable, which is what you want to see. If you're entering a long-term stock, you want to get into the stock. You want to get into the stock typically before they become profitable, because once they become profitable, you see a big change in the trend of the stock. It tends to move very bullishly long term. So indicators I use, by the way, so you guys know, I use three indicators. That's it. I have a premium account on TradingView, but I still only use 3. I use the OBV, basically a volume indicator. I use this is a custom indicator I have. This is just it's basically a pivot level for the monthly, daily, weekly opens, and then I use the VWAP. That is it. Those are the only indicators I use. Waiting for a 1.5 entry or so on INV. It's a good spot. I love your honesty. I'm old fashioned. I'm glad you like it. I try to be as honest as possible. I'm not here to, I make the hype videos. I'm not gonna lie. I make some relatively hyped up videos like on AMC and stuff, but it helps the growth. Pays the bills. But you didn't answer the Tesla question. I didn't hear. Tesla thoughts if it falls under 7. I'm not a huge Tesla trader. That's me. I'm not great at trading it. I don't like trading in the short term either. So it's just like, The only time I traded it was right after Battery Day, because after Battery Day, that was the most bullish day maybe in Tesla history, one of the most bullish days, and the stock went down. So whenever good news comes out and retail is dumb and they sell, it's a time to buy. What does BNGO keep spiking into? I couldn't tell you, but it's trying to break all-time high. It's trying to break these highs. It looks fine. So what am I looking at on BNGO too? So let's do a really quick rundown of what I'm looking at. We're getting these are all lows. Low, okay, lower high, higher low. So 1, this is a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. This could be counted as like maybe a lower low, but I still consider this higher low, because we're still trending, right? We make a high, then we come back down, trend down. So I wouldn't consider this a bottom here, personally. This is my opinion. So I think we're making higher lows continuously. This is looking very bullish, and now we're trending sideways above support. This is as bullish as it gets on a stock. Really like it. But I don't need I don't need the MACD, the RSI. I don't need those indicators. You know what I mean? I mean, you can tell a lot just by looking at price action on a stock, where it's going, stuff like that. And overall fundamental news on the stock as well. OBV looks really good. Can we get a breakout of this range? Once we get the breakout on the OBV, it's clear selling from there. We're pushing $14 to $15 easy. You remind me of your grandson. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I hope so. But yeah, so I hope I answered your question. Why do you like OEG? I don't think I've said, do I like OEG? Did I say I like OEG? It's an energy company. I don't think I've said I like it. Have I? I don't think I have. Do you have any thoughts on drone play? Yes. Oh my god. My friend and me, we were talking about a good drone play that potentially could get bought out by... Okay, so Dead Inside, really good YouTuber as well. He makes more long-term videos and stocks he likes on the really long-term. Doesn't day trade at all. He hates day trading, so it's his own opinion. We have different opinions there. But on the long-term side of things, he likes, it's called UAVS. Super great drone company he just made a video on. So I recommend going to watch that. It's a great video. I might make a video here pretty soon. Long-term,
Super nice for next week. Holy shit.
some big upside. One sec, guys. What did you say? Sorry?
Jake looks really good right now.
Sorry, you cut out right there. What stock was it?
CHGG. Jake.
Oh, yeah. How were their earnings? Probably were good. This was my favorite COVID. Oh, their EPS sucked. The revenue is probably up. This was my favorite shutdown stock. Like I liked it more than Zoom. Obviously, it didn't perform better than Zoom, but this was my favorite play during the shutdown. I literally used them. I mean, dude, I used them every single day for college. But I think professors are catching on to check. So they could go down. But imagine if like Quizlet went public. It'd be solid.
I'm gonna buy some shares of fucking PLTR today. Not options, just straight shares.
Okay, let me answer some questions. Do you have any thoughts on a drone play? Answer that one. You need to run your own investment. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. ACIC, thoughts on flying cars. These small businesses with flying cars, I'm not excited about anything like that. That's a huge leap. Yeah, I have to see real tech behind it. Thoughts on PayPal right now? The market right now, these big caps, you need to be careful just because the way Nasdaq is moving. That's why I have UVXY calls. So that's worth noting. NEO is probably my favorite play right now at this price range. It could dump. I don't really care if it dumps or not. I love the play. I think it's at a good spot. Zom's another good play. What do you think about graphite companies like Wastewater, WWE? I don't follow WWE, but the best graphite company, in my opinion, this is just my opinion.
We're 2 years away, 2023 for $65.
This is the one that I've been buying, and I will continue to buy. I bought it at 130, 128 range. You can go watch the video I made. This is the video, so you know. Go to my account. You want to watch it. Sorry, it's going to be a lot of live because I've been doing a lot of lives lately. Good reactions to it. So this is the one. I know MP is another good one, but it's not a penny. This one. This is the one I love. NMGRF. I mentioned it was at $1.30. It's at $2 now, literally 6 days later. Only graphite mine in North America. Go watch the video if you want to learn more about the company. Solid upside. So, would you buy APXT warrants? I personally loaded up on warrants for the run up. I mean, I feel comfortable with the stocks. I mean, I'm not like buying calls, nothing too risky. Totally up to you. USX, I don't know what that is. I don't play a lot of these unknown plays. I have no idea what this is. No idea. It's really ran up though, so I don't trade stocks that run up that much. Also, guys, I appreciate if you hit the like button. It helps out the stream a lot. I try to give as much free content as possible. I'm blessed to be able to have a platform and, just full time. So, but I do appreciate hitting the like button. It does help out quite a bit. Questions? Got a question on plug power. So someone sent me a question on plug power. I'll send the chart, I guess, back. I've kind of made my viewpoint kind of clear on clean energy right now. I want to see more of a dip. I think plug's at a pretty great buy zone, though, to be honest. But
That Momo stock you were talking about this morning looks good.
dude, I'm telling you, man, dude, it's Chinese Tinder. Think about it. So think about all the data that we're not allowed to get here, and then think, man, the Chinese people are getting all that good information. So like, yeah, I know. I can't believe it's just pushing through. And if you look at like the daily chart from like a year, like 2 years back, look how cheap it is. Like, look how cheap that stock. I mean, that is dirt cheap. I need to make a video on that ASAP. Probably make it this weekend.
Definitely do for hopefully check up. It broke out today of its little change. It's on a straight pattern up. I like it a lot. Definitely solid up here in the normal. I like Roku going into next week too. I love the fact that we just pull back. Hopefully we can get a test for like 455, 450 would be dope. And definitely chunky. Market pull back on soon. The day soon projected at 441.
Sometimes it's really hard to explain my reasoning behind not liking a stock to certain people because I don't think they'll understand my viewpoint, you know what I mean? Like with plug, like the chart looks good, but it's like a fundamental viewpoint why I don't want to enter it, you know what I mean? So it's really hard, especially if they're not in the live. When they're in the live, it's a little bit easier to explain it, but that question on plug, it was a good question because I think the chart does look great. But I think that's the part too where just trading so much helps. It just helps out so much when all you do is just look at charts all day and look at stocks. Man, it gives you a really good feel. Because I mean, there's sometimes when you call play out, I'm like, man, I don't know what the hell he sees in that. But I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing either, like unless I think the market's super bearish, right? Because like I understand like the influence someone else's opinion kind of has on your, you know what I mean? And I think if you're confident in it and you trade all day, like there's no reason that you should, you know, that's just negative. Like so, like when people are DMing me like, oh, this stuff, like if everyone was DMing me right now on Neo, I'd be like, getting so pissed. I'd probably get off live to be honest, but, um, like I think just trusting like your intuition and stuff is so big.
It is, but I mean, at the same time, like bad things happen. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last year, it looks great. Start with everything, and then it just got that downgrade.
Yeah. So, but like what I'm saying is like out of 100 trades, how many happen like fastly? That you know what I mean? How if 100 of your trades, how many happen like?
Probably like 10,
Yeah, it's like 10%.
maybe 20 in like a bad week or month.
Yes, let's say they give a 20% shit ratio, right? That 80% is gonna really outweigh that 20. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I'm still green on the week, but like I just hate losing on a trade like that, especially with like big. Yeah, that's why I don't swing. Anytime I swing, I get fucked.
dang, bro, type much. Was I typing? What was I typing? I don't know what I was typing just now. Um, do you know what's the timeline for HIT to hit the Nasdaq? I don't know. I have no idea to be honest. I mean, I'm just buying it though. Like I'm buying high tide and holding it. Like there's no reason to be concerned on that. Like you know what I mean? Like that is a buy. Don't think about. And like if you're
That's what hit like 780. Hit
if you're
780. I would go along on that though.
if you're on the channel and your goal is to make really quick money, you might be in the wrong place. Cause do I make quick money? Yes, but that's not the center of how I trade. You know what I mean? So
Hey, I got a question for you. You hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I just bought some QCOM calls. It looks like it's about to go back to pre-COVID levels for March. You have any thoughts about that?
What's the ticker?
QCOM, QCOM.
Oh,
did you just buy them right now?
Yeah, I just bought them right now for March though.
high potential in my opinion. I mean, I see what you're looking at here. It's at a very like low point where it's bounced. I mean, yeah, maybe you could have got a little bit better of an entry, but it's been holding well in this range all along.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was looking at. So I was like, might as well just pull the trigger.
Yeah, I like them a lot. The only thing, so you might see, I wouldn't panic if you see a little bit of a dip because this 147 is a big resistance. But the sell
Yeah, I'm
off,
expecting a little bit of a dip, but nothing too crazy.
yeah. So I see 153 hitting pretty quick though, and then the next one would be like 157. Um, Now could it like make a big rip, and go pre-COVID levels? Possibly. You know what I mean? I don't want to like say not, but I wouldn't focus too much on the fill the gap thing. But play how you want to play it, and I just wouldn't get greedy either, because again, the market could look rough. But it's really good that this is doing this well today, and the market is doing so trash. You know what I mean? So that's showing the strength of the company and that it's getting a lot of buying.
Yeah, I've been sitting on a lot of cash because if you, I've been comparing last year and this year. It looks like there could be a pullback sometime soon. So most of my positions are cash.
It's a solid play though. I was looking at this, I believe, like yesterday. Someone was asking me a question about him.
Like, just be careful. Like 148, 148.50. Like those are just notable price targets. So you got a contract, I would assume.
All right. A few questions in the YouTube. Don't listen to the trolls. You're great at this. Just because they don't like your analysis doesn't make you a dick. Not high tide for the long run. CCIV exit point. CCIV, I think it's making a push. It's getting lots and lots of volume. There's people buying like 30, like 40, $50 calls right now, which is insane. I don't think this is not a time to be taking if you're sitting in it from like down here from where we had those initial entries. I mean, it's coming back down to like a quick entry point if you want. Like this is 34.20 is gonna be solid for entries. I love what's going on. Is that EHang? EHang's a great company. I don't see dips on it though, so I can't answer. But they're not based in America. So there's UAVS and there's EHang. UAVS is primarily here in America. So the thoughts behind that is that it might get bought up by Amazon. And a lot of these plays like Microvision and stuff like that, they're all like playing my buyouts. So that's, that'd be a quick buck to make. So think about that. Sun W. I don't know what Sun W is. I'm pretty sure it's. I mean, I could assume it's a solar company, but Sunworks. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Push down. Big support though right there. 18.52. It's a big support. So keep your eye on that level for sure. Oh wow, JJ Watt just left the Texans. God, thank God that dude left the Texans, bro. I've been like saying they need to get rid of him forever. What do you think about Sundial? I think Sundial has downside. I've been saying this since yesterday. Yeah. So once we got this volatile movement up, it was clear we were gonna start getting a big move back down. I think we hold above $1 though. Entry points, I like $1.15, $1.20. That's what I like there. But I like EHang. Esteban, great find, great stock. I get impressed when people comment about stocks that no one else is talking about. So I'm definitely impressed that you're talking about a good stock. Like that's a good one. Tesla, I don't love, man. I'm sorry. CII and Tesla had EVGO fast charging. I need to look into CLII. I need to look into that stock. I might make a video come on Monday or this weekend on this weekend. So I'll have a lot of time this weekend because I probably won't be doing too many lives. But yes, I need to. CTRM, I don't know anything about the company. People keep asking, I just don't know anything about them. I'll probably look over this weekend. I mean, it's dipping like we want now. The dip is when we like it. Good for JJ. Hope Watson gets out of there too. Yeah, we have terrible GM. I mean, I'm a Saints fan, but I mean, I would like to see the Texans do decent, but yeah, so. Season tickets are going to be cheap. You see the Texans, they just got rid of J.J. Watt. Super random, not about stocks. Do you think Sensonomics will get an FDA approval for their glucose monitoring? Probably, but I don't think the tech behind the Sense stuff is that big of news. It's not that huge. They need some other stuff. Is it a good time to buy Sundial? I'm not touching it. I don't think Sundial gets pushed down to $1 today, but it probably gets pushed down like sub $2 maybe. How to run? Do you say where you exit the UVXY? No, I haven't said where to exit it. I'm just holding it though. I feel fine. I'm not like scared, worried about anything like that. Like, I feel decent. I mean, I have Neo too, so and these are 2 weeks out, so I'm not concerned. Just relax, guys. Relax. PYRNF. Someone was telling me about these guys. I don't know enough about them. It's really nice pinch. Doesn't look bad. I don't know nothing about them though. Canadian company though. Interesting. Invite DraftKings pushing back up. Yeah, I'm not touching DraftKings anymore. I've already made money on it this week, so there's no point to touch it. Have you looked into exoskeleton stock? What's the ticker? I don't know what that is. Oh man, really slow day. I really like Neo though, where it's at. Really big fan. What are your red green purple? It's a custom indicator for daily, weekly, monthly levels. It's like pivot points. Man, it's just such a slow day. Such slow. Fridays are just, man. Meh. Breakdance in it. An MDM looks pretty good. Breakdance. It doesn't look bad. Above a support. Above like 15 looks solid. And then I just read that investor letter he sent out 3 days ago. 1, 2, 3. I like it. Oh, good. I'm like exhausted. I'm always exhausted when I have my son the night before. So not a bad play at MDM. I'm just not comfortable buying stock right now. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Weird spot. Thoughts on NAC? I don't know anything about them. IDEX been bleeding lately. Thoughts, long-term hold. IDEX, cool company. Love their business model. They're diversified into 2 pretty big brands.
Hey, can you check out AMAT? I think I want to buy put for around 114. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It looks chart looks good for a put.
IDEX been bleeding lately. Any thoughts? Long-term hold. I like IDEX. The chart doesn't look bad. I just looked at it. I'm sorry. Probably buy around 412.
Because my AI is giving me bullish signals. I don't think it's. I think it's gonna be bearish. Typically, what you see, like the problem I have with like the puts, for instance, like.
But yeah, I can look at the chart on NAC. I know I don't love it though. I can tell you right now, it's okay. Probably more downside. Not a huge great fan. EKSO, I don't know what that is. We'll see. Don't love it. I can already tell you're just looking at it. Not a great big fan of it. I mean, one thing that I do want to focus on, like, I think CCIV has a real room to run, and this is a great spot overall right here. This 34.30 range, I do really like it. Man, I really do like it.
Just be careful with it, you know. I think you're right with it. It definitely needs to pull back, like at least to the 112 range.
Man,
Yeah, kind of risky, but we'll see.
I'm just tired.
We can definitely see there's a clear uptrend. But on CCI, the CCI doesn't like it either. This is the daily those 5 minute, or even on the 5 minute, saying it's oversold. So I would, if you do puts, like I'd be looking, you know, 112 would probably be my target.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at around 114, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because
CCIV really risky. One bad report, it could sink the stock. Yes, I'm there with you. I agree. We're same team there. I understand. But what I'm talking about with CCIV is,
support
how do we say it?
or
I
maybe
think that
push back up.
I'm also looking at Chewy right now.
Definitely just looking at Chewy, they look very solid.
I think CCIV is.
I think we got more of a path on this.
I think they're gonna make the deal. I think they're gonna make the deal. There's a high probability. I don't think they're gonna get bad news. There's tons of volume behind it. It's a super risky play. I agree, but it's a riskier than AMC and GameStop now. That's my viewpoint.
Ooh, PSTH looks like it could. Oh wow. I think I'm gonna actually enter on PSTH.
Yeah, it's been consolidating really hard. PSTH. I've been watching it, but it's below the resistance, which I don't like. 30.10. So that's the only reason why I didn't touch it.
Yeah, this actually looks really fucking good. The chart.
I might have to exit UVX. I mean, I think I'm just gonna hold my position on UVXY though. Screw that. No way.
Some of them ain't super risky to choose on. They bought 120 calls when it was at 117.39.
I use flow algo.
Today.
Do you know what I use? Trading ticks. You know what it is?
Never actually. Is it just like another flow program that shows you?
It's so he built on just Google Trading ticks. He has a 7-day free trial. It's actually really good. I thought it was some garbage because I used to use flow algo as well, but I switched over to this guy. Pretty good.
Can you DM that to me? How to spell that?
For sure. No problem.
Opinions on RMO. What are your thoughts on the penny stock saying connected with White House Moss and Biden? Okay, so they all say they're connected with Biden, so you really got to focus on how they actually connected with Biden. You know what I mean? That's what you really got to like spend time and think about, because they all say that they have a deal with Biden and they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many companies saying that, right? So be careful with that. Penny solar companies, they scare me. They do scare me. Opinions on RMO. I don't know what RMO is. Probably another power company. Don't love it. Probably get a push to 18. See how it reacts there. That's the key point in my opinion. Oh, yeah. I think RMO looks decent. If we're looking at SOS Limited, a blockchain company, yeah, they're really big. They got a really big dip down this morning, which is kind of what I expected. Getting these massive moves up and pumping back down. Right now, this is sketchy buy dip on high tide. I love the company. Do whatever you want. I love the company. I'm holding. It's a long-term position. There's no concern there for me. I'm holding happily. I want to add more Neo calls, to be honest. I'm in love with Neo. Hey, we can get SOS though. It's all some big downside this morning. You know, don't love it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm not feeling it. I'm probably just gonna hang out with the members. Honestly, I'm probably gonna stop doing these morning streams. I feel like I perform better when I don't do the morning streams. So I'm probably gonna stick to just doing the evening streams. So watch out for those. The morning streams probably will stop relatively soon. I'm just gonna do this with the members. But yeah, so I believe it's the best cannabis growth stock. I don't know anything about growth generation. Cannabis stocks you need to be careful with though. I recommend being careful with those stocks. Have a good one, guys.